You didn't betray yourself because you were weak. You betrayed yourself because you were taught to. Not directly, not cruelly, but slowly, repeatedly. You were taught to ignore your body for discipline, to suppress your tears for strength, to smile through discomfort for acceptance, to stay quiet for peace. And so you did, again and again, until one day you couldn't even tell the difference between your real self and the one you created to survive. As children, we are whole. We cry when we're hurt. We say no when we don't want something. We're expressive, loud, curious, present. But then come the quiet lessons. Not always through words, often through reactions. You say, "I'm scared," and they laugh. You cry and they say, "Stop that noise." You express anger and they punish you. You ask a question and they shame you. The message is clear. Some parts of you are not acceptable. So you push those parts down. You tuck them away to be good, to be loved, to be safe. This is the moment of the split, the birth of the false self, the beginning of self-betrayal, dressed up as maturity. And because it works, because pleasing others earns praise or at least less punishment, you keep doing it. You say yes when your soul screams no. You fake smiles while your chest tightens. You help others while you're silently drowning. You achieve, succeed, impress, but feel hollow inside. It becomes so normal you don't even notice. You call it being nice. You call it responsibility. You call it humility. You call it spiritual. But it's not. It's abandonment of your inner truth, of your boundaries, of your needs, of your essence. You weren't taught to listen to your inner compass. You were taught to obey the outer one. And now the body keeps the score. Anxiety, burnout, numbness, depression. Because your soul was never designed to live this way. That's why you keep breaking promises to yourself. That's why you sabotage progress. That's why you can't just do it, even when you know better. Because there's a war inside, between the part of you that wants to heal, and the part that still thinks safety means self-abandonment. You tell yourself you'll rest, but then you guilt yourself into working. You promise to speak your truth, but your throat tightens every time. You long to create, express love, but the fear of rejection paralyzes you. This isn't laziness. It's programming. Deep, emotional conditioning from a time when survival meant silence. In healing, it's not about becoming better. It's about becoming realer, more you, less mask. So what do? You begin by noticing. Notice the moments you shrink. Notice the urge to please, to fix, to impress. Notice where your yes is actually a no. Notice when your silence is fear, not peace. And instead of judging yourself, be curious. Where did I learn this? What am I afraid will happen if I'm honest? Whose voice is this in my head? Then, gently start telling yourself the truth again. Start feeling the things you avoided. Start saying the words you once swallowed. Start honoring the body you've been punishing. Start keeping small promises to yourself, not to fix you but to see you. And when the old guilt rises, don't run. Sit with it. Listen to it. That's not weakness. That's the return to your real self, your original self. The one who never needed to perform to be worthy. You were never broken. You were just buried. Beneath years of performance. Beneath the need to be liked, accepted, safe. There's a quiet, radiant self, still alive. Still waiting. Not for perfection. Not for applause. Just for you. To come back. Not to who they wanted you to be, but to who you were, before the world told you to disappear. Welcome home.